Matt Hancock, snivelly little weaselly runt of a man that he is, has finally stepped down. Now, he stepped down not because of his appalling handling of the COVID pandemic. He's not stepped down because of his stupid little snivelling weasel face. I think that should be reason alone why the guy should step down. No, he stepped down because he's been caught with his pants down. And the press have been all over this. This has been jumped on like the biggest story of the decade. And why has it been jumped on? Because like it's the biggest story of the decade. Because let's face it, politicians being caught with their pants down is not a new phenomenon. Remember Paddy Pantsdown, if you're old enough to remember Paddy Pantsdown, Paddy Ashdown, the former Lib Dem MP, he was caught with his pants down. Even David Mellor, possibly the ugliest man, the sort of bloke that the Elephant Man would look at and go, oh Jesus, you know, put some makeup on, mate, you know, that sort of guy, he was caught with his pants down. Political sleaze and MP affairs are not a new thing. The reason this has been jumped on all over by the press is because it's Matt Hancock, a guy that I described myself at the beginning of this pandemic, a guy with a face that I don't think I could ever get tired of punching. And I don't think I'm a violent person in particular, to be honest with you. But he has one of those faces. And the reason people dislike him isn't because he's been caught with his pants down. Of course, that makes him a little weaselly prick of a man, but we knew that anyway. The reason the press have been all over this is because we finally got a reason to get the bloke out of his position, to get him to step down, and he has duly done that. The reason we hate Matt Hancock is not because he's been breaking the rules when he's been telling others to obey them. That's the official line. That's what everybody's saying. You know, he made these rules and he's not been sticking to them. The pictures we've seen, the videos we've seen do not actually prove that he has broken any of his own COVID restrictions. The video that's been all over the media was actually taken in May, where actually it could very well have been within the rules. He was having a little fondle, a little grope of this woman. Jesus, that just doesn't bear thinking about, does it? Oh, I'm not going to sleep well tonight. But it doesn't necessarily prove that he's broken the rules. The reason this has become such big news is because the public are fed up with him. Not just him, but Whitty and Valance and Boris and the whole bloody lot of them. The public are fed up of their posturing, of their lecturing, of the telling the British public what we need to do whilst doing whatever they want to do and dishing out contracts to left, right and centre to all their Eton chums. We're fed up of the sleaze, we're fed up of the corruption, we're fed up of the jobs for the boys. Meanwhile, we're not just suffering a pandemic of a virus, we're suffering a pandemic of job loss, of people suffering from severe mental health issues, from isolation. And all the time, the best emotion that this weaseling, snivelling little cunt of a man can drum up is a solitary GCSE drama tear in the face of vaccination. Now, I will not take anything away from the vaccination drive. This is coming across very negative, but the vaccination drive has been an unmitigated success. However, Hancock had to go. And the reason we're revelling in this affair he's having, and you've got to feel sorry for his wife, but like I say, political sleaze is nothing new. The reason we're revelling in the downfall of this man has got nothing to do with the fact he had an affair. So many of them are having an affair. It's got nothing to do with the fact he might have broken some of the COVID restrictions. The reason we're revelling in the downfall of this weasel boy is because of the delight he's taken in taking away the freedoms of the British public to self-serve his own political agenda, his own political stance, his own political platform that he's built for himself. He's maintained his own importance by keeping the rest of us controlled and restricted. He's created new contracts for his buddies by keeping the rest of us under lock and key. And this, and for no other reason, this is why I'm delighted to see the downfall of Matt Hancock. Now let's hope the new guy can do a bit better, eh? Stay safe, stay sane. See you on the next one.